Okay, so now we did division with a 1-digit divisor. Now we're going to step it up and do a division with a 2-digit divisor. Okay, so let's do, again, practice in reading and writing. 155 divided by 20. I was even nice and gave you a number ending in 0 here. Okay, so let's first look here. And this is something else I want us to do too. So we're going to do a couple of different things here, okay? Number one, I feel like I'm going to show you a trick here in a second. I'm going to want you to do it the other way probably too, I think. Is go ahead and write like this, 155 divided by 20, okay? So 155 divided by 20. Well, I'm going to look here at my 2. Can 2 go into 15 perfectly? No. 2 can go into 14. 2 can go into 16. So then you ask yourself, if I were to change this to 16 or 14, 155 is closer to, I believe, 160 myself. Okay? So 160 is my estimate divided by 20. Okay, which is right here, 160 divided by 20. So, this is where you're thinking to yourself, but I don't know how to do this 2-digit divisor like this. So 20 goes into 16 how many times, and then how many times is 20? Okay, so this is my trick. Watch this. You're going to take, how many zeros do you see here? 1. How many zeros do you see here? 1. Hold off on, what do we do when we have zeros at the end of our number? We're going to cover them up. So I have really, what is my true problem? 16 divided by 2. What's 16 divided by 2? You should know this. 8. I'm going to take 1 0 minus 1 0 is no zeros. Watch this. Because here, if you did it this way, this is why I think this is horizontally is better when you're doing it instead of this way. Because you don't know, because 20 can't go into 16, so 20's got to go into 160. I already told you it was 8, but I can prove that. 8 times 20, so then you got to come over here and think about it like this. No. Okay, watch this, we're going to do it in a second. Okay, we're going to keep doing that. I know that's kind of a weird one. Watch here. 20 can't go into 15, so 20 can't go into 55, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. Oops, I definitely know it's not 8, so I'm going to try 7. And do I know this? 20 divided by 7? You should. I know that's kind of small. You should. Cover up that 0. What's left? 2 times 7 is 14 with a 0. And remainder is 5. Look at my estimating. Look at my actual. Quite similar. Okay. Could I have done this being, we chose 55, we chose 160. What I said before is what 2 can't go into 15 perfectly, but 2 can go into 14 and 2 can go into 16. So let's try that. Let's go ahead and try that and say, let's try it both ways. 140 divided by 20, or just like I told you before, 140 divided by 20. Again, this is kind of hard. 20 can't go into 14, but 20 can go into 140. Don't really know how to do that. So let's try this. Remember what I said. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Got 1 0 and 1 0. 1 minus 1 is nothing. So nothing goes here. Okay, again, look at my answer. Both of them. So this one would have been fine and this one would have been fine as far as your estimating is concerned. Okay, just hear me out. We're going to keep going. This is a little bit difficult, but it's all right. Okay. So now I've got, this is my new problem. I'm using a color marker, green. Okay. 7,052 divided by 81. Okay, looks huge, doesn't it? So, because you're going to have to estimate and do the actual. Again, estimating is smart because I know it's about 8 or it's about 7. because you could do it quickly. There's my actual. Okay, so before we start this, let's look. Okay, so you want to look, you've got a 70, and you want to look here. We've got an 8. Can 8 times something get me close to 70? Well, I know 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. So I don't have to change this except to an 80, and this could be 72. So I could come over here. I could say, again, you can write it like this. Working with zeros, as many zeros as you want, okay? Or like I told you before, you might want to do this. I'm going to show you that trick. Okay? Show you that trick. 80 going divided by 7, 72 divided by 80, 720 divided by 80, and so on. Or, look right here, 72 divided by 8. 72 divided by 8 is what? It's 9. How many zeros? 2. How many zeros? 1. What's 2 minus 1? 1. The answer is 90. Because those are there 90 times. 9 times 80 is 720. 0, bring down my 0, 80 goes into 0, 0 times. So right there, I have an estimate. I'm about 90. So then that helps me right here. That's going to help me figure out that I don't know my answer. Well, I'm going to try if 81 needs to go into, because 81 can't go into 7, 81 can't go into 70, so it's going to have to go into 705. So 81 times 8, I'm going to try 8. I'll tell you why. 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 8 is 64. Because if I were to try 8 times 1, 81 times 9, I know that 9 times 8 is 72, and that's too much. So that's why 81 times 9 for sure can't work. So 81 times 8 is 648. Subtract 6, that's going to be 10. Now bar here, give me 9. Make him a 15, and that is 7, 5, 2. Okay. Now how many times can 8 make 57? Well, I know that 8 times what can get me close to 57? 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56. Let's try that. 8 times 7 is that. 50. Okay. Sorry, I should put my 7 up here. So my actual is 87, remainder 5. My estimate got me 90. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the page. I apologize. So, let's see. So I know that I only did give you one estimate. Let's do another one. Okay? Let's do another one. All right. Okay, let's just do the estimate before we do even the division. Okay, let's look at estimate. So I'm looking at the number 23 and the number 5. My options are changing it to 4, 5, or 6. Can 4 make 23? So can 4, let's see, 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24. Look, 24. So I could then change this to 40 divided by 2,400. Or what I said before was doing it this way, 2,400 divided by 40. Okay? Again, I could do another thing. 5. 5 can't make 23, but 5 can make 25. I know that's what you exactly said in your head, I hope. And And then finally, a third and final one that you can do is 6. Because I could change it to 6, because 60 is pretty close to 58. It's 24, because you should know this. All right, so let's do these over here, because this is so much easier when you're doing it this way. Again, we're only working on the estimate. 24 divided by 4 is what? 6. 2 circles, 2 zeros minus 1 0 is 1 0. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 2 zeros minus 1 0 is 1 0. 24 divided by 6 is 4. 2 zeros minus 1 0 is 1 0. Okay, so these are my estimates. So then you would do the long division. Okay, saying 28. Now look, 60, 50, 40. So I know that if it's a 2-digit thing, my answer is only going to be in these 2 digits. I've already set myself up and realized 60, 50, 40. My answer can only be one of those 3 numbers. So that's going to help you when you're multiplying. Okay, so 236, excuse me, let's try that again. 58 times 5, that's 40, 29, too much. 58 times 4, right there. Okay, I subtracted 45. 58 cannot go into 45. So, guess what? As huge as it is, we got a remainder of 45. All right, keep up with me. I'm sorry this is a long lesson. It is going to be, we're going to do a couple of more if we have time. If not, we're going to go straight to the workbook. So be prepared. This is a time-taking, it does take a while. Keep faith. Just try to do these little things, and I'll keep working on it when we work in the workbook. Okay?